Welcome back to the channel, y'all. My name is Keith and I am sure glad you stopped by today. A couple weeks ago, we put out a chicken leg quarter masterclass and y'all absolutely loved it, man. If you haven't watched that video, I'll drop a card here for you to go check out. If you watched that video, I appreciate you, man, showing love and showing support. So y'all like that content, y'all like that format, so today we about to bring it back. But we're not gonna do leg quarters today. We're gonna do chicken wings. That's right. I'm about to bring you all with me as we do these chicken wings. And if you watch the channel, you may or may not know, I absolutely love chicken wings. So over the years, I have spent hundreds of hours on this grill or different types of grills trying to master the chicken wing, right? So today, I'm not telling you what I think. I'm telling you what I know. So if that sounds good to you, let's dive in. So before we get into today's cook, let's just talk a minute. When it comes to different cuts of meat, right? When it comes to you trying to work on your game to cook different cuts of meat, I think one thing that I kind of struggled with back in the day, man, and I think other people struggle with is that we don't have an image when we first start of what the chicken wing standard is. What is a good chicken wing, right? What should it look like? What should it taste like? So in today's video, I'm gonna try to define to you what my standard is for a good chicken wing, but keep in mind, this is my standard. So as you take this, right, and we establish this standard, and I tell you what it's gonna take for me to hit this standard, you have to now take my standard and make it your own, right? You may say that, hey, you know, Keith likes his a little crispy. I wanna dial mine back a little bit. Keith likes his to have a little bit more smoke, but I don't like that smoke, right? So what you learn from this cook, you can apply it to try to hit my standard of chicken wing, you know what I mean? To try to get yourself a good baseline. Then after you hit my standard, you can adjust a little bit and dial it into what you want to be. So before we get into it, I want you to have that mindset of not just blindly following the techniques that I give you, but what is the standard that we're chasing? What does done look like, right? And if you know that, man, we can dial in our technique to get there. So if you're ready to go, we're gonna head inside. I'm gonna show you how we got these wings, how we're gonna get these wings prepped and seasoned. So hold on and we'll be right back. When it comes to texture, we're aiming for a crispy skin on these wings, so excess moisture is our enemy. That's why we always pat our wings dry and use a light coat of extra virgin olive oil to help the rub stick and the skin render. Today I'm using my custom feather and swine seasoning blend. It's not overpowering, just has the right amount of balance, and it really shines on wings. If you want to go check out this recipe, I'll drop a link down in the description below. Today we're running a blend of briquettes and lump charcoal. The briquettes give us steady, predictable heat, and the lump brings in some real wood flavor. This post oak lump from B&B adds a subtle earthy flavor backbone that'll pair nicely with our fruit woods we'll be using for today's cook. With the char griller smoking champ, we're building a 2-zone fire and placing our wings in the indirect zone. The barrel design of this grill is going to circulate heat and smoke like a convection oven. Perfect for building color and flavor without scorching the skin. Remember, this cook is all about nailing that chicken wing standard, and a solid indirect setup helps us get there. Our coals are ready and the grill is set up. Let's get these wings on. And one thing I like to do, whether I'm on my char griller smoking champ like we're on today, or I'm on my rubber kettle and I'm grilling indirect like this, I like to position the drumettes closer to the fire and spread the flats out wide. Over the years, I found that this setup helps even out the cook and gets everything done at around the same time. We're going with a mix of apple and cherry wood chunks today. These fruit woods are milder than something like hickory or mesquite, so we're using a few more chunks than normal to help add depth to the smoke layer. We'll keep an eye on the color of the wings during the cook and drop in more wood if needed. We're gonna let our chicken wings cook for a total cook time of about 60 minutes today. With this setup, we're aiming for a great level temp between 375 to 425 degrees Fahrenheit. These higher temperatures help drive out surface moisture and crisp up the skin. And remember, every choice we make comes back to the chicken wing standard we're chasing. It's been about 30 minutes. It's time for our flip. Let's go ahead and get into it. And if you look at our smoke up here, our smoke is nice and clean. You see that? So it's our 30-minute check-in. Our smoke is nice and clean, exactly what I want to see. So let's get into it. All right, first look, I'm just reading. Coal bed looks good. It looks good. We should be able to go another 30 minutes. And I'm just looking at my color here. Because we're using cherry and apple today, that color isn't going to be as rich as, like, say, a hickory. You know what I mean? But that's no problem whatsoever. You just got to keep that in mind. And let's go ahead and get our flip on here. Make sure we don't lose any. There we go. Yeah, let's get our flip on here. I'm also looking for evenness too of the cook. We did bone side of these drumettes closest to the fire. Just looking at these bones right here, seeing how they taking the heat, seeing the evenness of my grill, how it's looking. Coming on this side, y'all. That fire's hot. There we go. Yeah. At this point, we would rearrange if we needed to kind of even out this cook, and that's what I'm going to do right now. As soon as we get these drumettes flipped, there we go. Drumettes are flipped. See some of these right here that are browning on the ends a little bit. Let's rotate these, get these back, put some of these on that back line, just move them up a little bit. There we go. Kind of snuggle these in right here. Move this one here. I like the color on those flats, y'all. That's what I'm talking about. Now, by the look of these wings too, I'm thinking about smoke levels, right? Remember, we went with a couple of chunks of apple and just a couple of chunks of cherry, right? Because these are milder woods, we should be good. Shouldn't be over smoked. But as I look at the color, I'm thinking, do I want to maybe add another chunk for another 30 minutes? Right? I'm looking at my flavor. Maybe an opportunity to infuse just a little bit more flavor on them, and I think we will. Let's go with one more chunk of apple. So let's go to the box here, get us a nice chunk of apple. So you see right here, I got us a nice chunk of apple. So let's go ahead and get that in there. So one more chunk of apple wood, set them right there. Close. Now we're gonna sit right here, right, and wait till our wood catches. I like doing that. Make sure we get a clean smoke. Make sure we have a good oxygen flow. And let's watch this chunk catch, which it should. We have a good draw through our grill. Intake vent is wide open. Exhaust vent is about half, 3/4 way open. Oh yeah, I'm seeing it catch right there. We're good. Let's go ahead and get this closed. So there we have it, y'all. 30-minute check-in looked good. Our color looked good. Didn't look like we were taking on too much smoke. So we added another chunk of apple. Hold on and we'll be right back. During every cook, I'm always checking my exhaust stack to read the smoke. We've talked about this before. Smoke tells a story. It can show you if your fire's burning clean, if you got flare-ups, or even how the wind's affecting your heat. Right now, we're looking good. We'll let it roll for another 30 minutes and we'll check back in. If you're still guessing your way through fire setup or charcoal amounts, check out the Grill Smarter bundle. It's the exact system I use for fuel control, fire placement, and cook planning, and it's made to help backyard grillers dial in and get consistent results whenever you fire up your grill. I'll drop a link down below. All right, y'all, it's been 30 minutes, so let's go in and check on our wings. Most definitely, yeah, I like that. So, before we even probe them, before we even check them, let's just look at them. Does our color look good? Yes. Does it look rich? Do we see a crispiness to our skin? Yes. Remember the standard we're chasing. Do these wings match that standard? Yes. Do we see any juices running clear? Right? They should be running clear. Do we see any soggy? right? I'm just doing a squeeze test right here. All our juices running clear. Do we see any paleness that doesn't look even? You know what I mean? As I look over this wing. Oh yeah, oh yeah. The color looks good, it looks rich, it looks even. I don't see too much paleness. It's passing all that. Let me check my flats. Flats look good. See that skin tightening up. These are all telltale signs that these wings are done. Now, since they look done to me, now I'm gonna probe them, right? This is where we talk about developing your grill instincts, not being over-reliant on this thermometer. Look, right? Look, feel. One thing too is the weight of the chicken wing. When they're raw, they're gonna be their heaviest. As they cook down and lose moisture, this chicken wing should get lighter and lighter. So when you're handling wings with your tongs, remember that. And not only wings, any cut of meat, right? When you're trying to develop your grill instincts and measure doneness, that meat should get lighter and lighter the closer it gets to being done, right? Even that little stickiness there, you see that stickiness? There you go. That's that Maillard reaction that's happening. All signs of doneness. Now let's come in and let's check some temps here. I can look at these wings and I know they're done. I'm just going to temp them for you so you can kind of see that, right? What temperature they're hitting at. Chicken wings hitting at 197. This flat here at 180, 192. You know what I mean? Well past our safe to eat, has the color, the texture we looking for. These chicken wings are done. Let's pull them. Show y'all a few of these. See that texture right there? That's what we're looking for. See that? Perfect. And again, because we're using milder woods, our apples and our cherries, we're not going to have a deep mahogany color like we would have had if we used hickory. All right? So this is where you set your standard, and you got to keep in mind the technique you're using, the fuel you're using, and factor that in and how that's going to impact your final product coming off this grill. But I'm enjoying it, y'all. I love it. I'm looking forward to my family, man, diving into these wings and telling me what they think, because yeah, I'm excited. They got a nice look to them, and that smell, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. That seasoning blend I was telling y'all about, oh yeah, baby. I'm excited about these wings, y'all. There's a certain taste I'm trying to hit today by using that apple and cherry. I got this idea and I got this taste that I'm trying to hit. So it's gonna be interesting to see if we can hit that. So there's always when I'm cooking, man, and I'm trying to hit a mark, right? You may have heard me say we're not out here guessing, man. We're being strategic because there's something that I'm trying to hit for every cook. You might not have that mentality when you're first starting, but as you get some reps, you'll develop that. Like, man, what can I go after today's cook, right? What can I try to work on? What flavor can I try to unlock? So yeah, keep that in mind. Let's go ahead and get this in the house. Take a look at these wings. This is the standard I'm trying to hit every time I fire it up. Rich color, crispy skin, no soggy spots, and no overly charred patches. It tells the story of even heat, good fire management, and flavor built from the inside out. If you're trying to grow your skills, don't just check to see if the chicken is hitting a certain internal temperature. Train your eye and your instincts to recognize what done looks like and feels like. So these wings look good. Now let's see how they taste. Let's break down this flavor. Wow. Oh my goodness. First thing that hit me was the seasoning. That rub. I'll drop a link down in the description if you want to check out a custom rub that I put together. But that rub popped. As soon as my tongue kind of made contact, that rub stimulated my taste buds and kind of got me ready for the rest of it. Let's get into it. Outside is crispy, Inside is juicy. It's cherry and apple. It's not a strong smoke, but it's just enough. Oh man, it's good. It's not overpowering, y'all. It's mild, but it's just right. Man, this is delicious, y'all. I already told y'all I'm team chicken wing all day, every day. Twice on the weekend. Oh my goodness. Absolutely delicious, y'all. Man, let me tell you, this is what you want right here. The skin's got a light crunch, the flavor runs deep, and there's no bitter burn. You taste the rub, the smoke, and the chicken itself. Each distinct flavor is layered, not lost. That's the standard. If you want to grow as a griller, you've got to define your standard and work towards it. Don't just cook by the clock. Develop your instincts for feel, taste, and texture. The more reps and practice you get, the clearer the standard becomes. And with practice, you won't just know what a great chicken wing looks like. You'll be able to hit it every time you fire up the grill. All right, now it's your turn. When it comes to chicken wings, what's your standard? What does the perfect wing look, feel, and taste like to you? Drop it in the comments down below. Let's talk about it. Be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave us a comment. We'd love to hear from you. Until next time, grill boldly, serve proudly, and enjoy the process.